as I was saying, we sacrifice a little bit of the function for the ability to have an unbroken canvas.
But the wide shoulder strap alleviates that part of that. And because of this, again, the security of the way this is mounted here, with the flexibility of that latch, that I can just use the top part of this shoulder strap as that handle thing and still carry it around with me fairly reasonably, and don't feel that I'm really stressing the case at all. So that is.
Should we show everybody the matching ball case?
It's time to talk about the ball case. Yes.
All right.
So why don't you start off with the features that on the exterior that you appreciate the most, or are special, or what makes this special?
Okay, well, I mean, we use the same connection style on the handles here. This particular handle is a type of handle that I developed where we could have a fully tooled handle, but it would also be ergonomic, so it fits. This may be hard to see on the camera, but it's got little ridges in here, little depressions, so that when you put your fingers in, it kind of matches your fingers, and you can get a good grip in there, a nice comfortable grip.
And that's the same handle that's on.
It's the same handle that's on here as well. And I developed that. We did a case called the Palace Garden back in like 2009 or something, and I wanted to be able to show a fully tooled handle, so that's why we developed this handle. Also, all my handles I try to build them where they're comfortable to the hand. My test for that is if you can stand for 5 minutes without shifting your hand, you know, because if it's not cutting into your hand, if you don't have to shift it to another position or fidget with it, then that's good. You know, I want you to be able to carry it without feeling the need to move it because it's hurting your hand. So anyway, this ball case basically was developed out of existing ball cases. I was asked years ago to develop one that was a little bit better than what was on the market, so we did. My take on it was to develop a case where it would be a little bit easier to get. I'm not going to tilt it all the way up because these balls won't fall out. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to make it easier to get the balls out. So we developed these finger holes here where you can get your fingers just below the equator of the ball, and you can easily get them out. And then if they're still stuck too deep, like this one's a little bit deeper, you can just reach in from the bottom and push it up, and then they'll come out. And everything here is lined with Napa leather and goat skin. And then this is 3 or 4 layers of foam rubber here, so that the balls will be fully protected and they won't have any markings on them, and they will stay clean and just stay in place where you put them. And
this Napa leather is really nice.
Oh yeah, we have a beautiful piece of soft Napa here. And the underside is also lined with Napa leather, and then, as I said, the goatskin lining here is very thin but also very soft for that. So then we have a small pouch here, so you can put in magazines or whatever you want. We have the logo hidden inside, and that's magnetic. So it's just a very soft magnet there, but it's enough to keep it closed and keep your stuff inside.
I think the tension, though, also just keeps it closed enough.
Right. And then again, you know, we drew the pattern especially for this case. We designed for the space, and we made it matching, similar style. Now, each one of these flowers, for example, is also hand drawn.
And they're each different.
Every single one is different. Now, a lot of leatherworking. One technique in leatherworking is, and then you will know this from your previous experience, is to take a pattern and repeat it. So they'll make a block of 4 flowers or 3 flowers, and then they'll just stick it here, and then they'll take that same exact block and stick it here, and stick it here and here. So you'll have 4 identical patterns on here. But that's not how we do it. We do it where every piece is different. We don't even take the same flower and apply it, and then we just do the Sheridan all the way around it, so everything is different. I liken it, going back to the name Palace Garden, when I first did that case, the reason that it's called Palace Garden is because I spent 10 years in Germany, and in Germany, there are a lot of palaces left where the public can go and tour, and they have elaborate gardens. And you can go all through these gardens and wind your way. You can spend a whole afternoon, and you won't see the same thing twice. So that was the reason that we do this way, or that's my design philosophy.
And it just all comes together really neat. Particularly the melding of the different leathers, where you've got the tooled or carving, hand carved leather. I don't know what you call it, the veg tan.
Veg tan, that's right.
And then the Napa. And then I didn't realize at first, I thought this was some kind of synthetic foam, plasticky kind of piece, and I didn't realize that was goat skin that was covering the foam. So you got three different varieties of leather and techniques in making this.
We could have left it just as the foam, and it would have been okay. But if you'll notice here, it's even lined inside of each one has a piece of goat skin. So the balls never actually touch the foam rubber.
Is that done by hand, or is
yes.
that an automated process?
No, the piece itself is cut with a laser, and then every piece is hand fitted.
Wow. Let's talk about care and feeding case. Conditioning, feeding options, or not doing anything at all to it.
Well, you definitely have to keep it up. Leather is even though it's been treated to last, it's been treated so it basically leather is skin that has been treated so that it doesn't rot. Okay, basically so bacteria doesn't want to eat it. And
what do you put on it?
Well, I basically will use every year. I use a conditioner called Dr. Jackson's from Tandy Leather. I find that it's a really good compound that works well, but there are plenty of other good ones out there. You use McGuire's on your car stuff and your other leather goods. I mean, that's going to be good stuff. Basically, you just want to nourish the leather and keep it to a certain level of moisture, like you would do with your hands. Every 6 months to a year, you want to go over it with a light coat of oil or conditioner. Okay, you can use olive oil if you want as well.
I believe Karen explained to me that when it comes to me from you, that you guys have already sealed it.
Yeah, we've already sealed it.
It with what? Or
well, we use a sealer called Super Sheen, which is basically a polyurethane mix, and it just basically puts a coating over the top to help protect it, but it's still breathable. So if you were to put conditioner on it, the conditioner will still get to the leather.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just basically a surface treatment.
And how long does that last?
That can last a lot of years. You can sort of see it here, as you can see the glossy parts of the leather.
Right.
If I put it in the light, you can kind of see how it shines a little bit.
Okay.
That's what that urethane coating is.
But it's not a very heavy.
Oh no, we've not buried it under finish. Like if it were a Q, for example.
Right. They get layers and layers.
Well, yeah, they have to. The wood is you can't even touch the wood on a Q.
Right.
So you're very close to the leather here. So we've put. Karen did put several more coats than normal on here, just because it's the lighter leather. So we want to protect it a little bit more. But in general, you'd be okay with just the conditioner.
Okay.
Now, if every couple of years you say, well, it's kind of losing its gloss, you can either take it to a local leather worker, you can get the Super Sheen yourself from Tandy, and put it on.
If you want it glossy, or if you like
Right.
the natural warm.
Right. Well, they also have a matte version of it as well. But that will help it to resist dirt and spills and things like that. So.
Well, I do want to say that this overall has been a great experience for me. I'm a little lighter in the wallet, but I got what I wanted, and really, it's not exactly as I envisioned it. It's actually better. So.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Man, I tell you what, I really appreciate the trust, that all of our customers put to us for protecting their cues. But when it comes to projects like this that are big projects, for me they're big projects. I do get apprehensive when we do it, and I really do hope that that's the answer we get. That it's better than expected. And I feel fortunate, that I have such great customers that allow me the freedom and allow us the freedom to create things like this, that I believe are going to be at some point, you know, when we're gone, I hope these things are going to outlast us and be admired by our
Well, just for
those
me,
that come after us.
traveling, just actually from the people you know who visit you since you live in this area, and have seen some of this when it's come in your shop while before it got shipped to me, and for people who've seen me carrying around in the pool halls and the comments I'm getting, I imagine you're getting quite a few inquiries on this level of detail of the case.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
So just, I can't go into a pool hall without in peace anymore if I bring this in, so I now have to try to.
But admit it, that you wanted that attention too a little bit, don't you?
Well, I buy them primarily for me, for my enjoyment and use, and then for my friends to go, yeah, look what I got.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be obnoxious about it, but after a while, I just walk in, I got my stuff and it's all together. That's what I like, I got all my stuff now, all together in one place.
Excellent.
I don't have to carry multiple cases and this, that, and the other is there, and for whatever conditions I encounter, I'm ready. And then I'm ready in style.
Well, I really appreciate it, you know, and thank you very much for letting me do it.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, David. Well, folks, you got anything else?
That's it, I think we've concluded.
Well, folks, again, this is John Barton from JB Cases, and this has been one of the lengthier conversations I've had about our cases, but I'm glad that we have the opportunity to do it. And just remember, if you don't want to build it yourself, just give us a call. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Well, I hope you can edit some of that. I don't know how that came out or whatever, but how that worked, but I hope it came out to be something.
Hi, Daddy. That's one of mine.
Come here.
Hey, Dad.
Come inside. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Come inside. Come on. We got the camera still rolling. Come on. All right. So, David, camera's still rolling. This is our superstar, Jessie. She's the next generation designer right here. Today is Easter weekend, and she's very excited. It's her first Easter in America. I don't know if this will make it to the video or not. But anyway, Jessie was desperately trying to get our attention, and I shooed her away while we were doing the video. So I'm sorry, honey. And thank you for letting us work and get through our conversation. Jessie brought me a really pretty egg right here. Let's see what we got. Wow, I got lots of chocolates. David, you want chocolate?
Oh, well, thank you. Can I?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jessie.
I love to.
Now, Jessie does really cool designs. She's been one of the designers on one of our super cool cases that we put out last year. And you'll see more in the future. If you're lucky, when you get a case from us, it will have Jessie's art on it. So I would advise you all not to throw away the boxes, because she might be famous someday, and you might get rich selling it off on eBay. All right? So Jessie, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
All right? What do you got in your hair? Is it all purple?
No, it's pink.
Okay. All right, sweetheart. We're all done. So say bye-bye again to everybody, and tell them this is Jessie Barton from JB Cases signing off. Can you say that?
Bye-bye. What is that again?
I'm Jessie Barton.
I'm Jessie Barton, and thank you for coming to the JB Kisses.
Very good. Thank you, honey. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.
Very good.